Well, as you could see from that, this episode of The Acolyte is going to be about some crazy witch women doing some insane shit. Luckily, however, we don't have that problem in the real world.
Well,
What do you feel?
Huh. Well, I guess I was wrong then. Yep, so here we are at the episode that really, really pissed everybody off when it came to The Acolyte. I mean, I have not seen this much fan backlash for Star Wars in a long time. People who were kind of holding on have just reached the point now where they realize, nah, this is some severe shit that's destroying everything that Star Wars in, and there's a mass exodus at this point. I have a video I'm going to put out about that, but I have two other videos that I need to put out in regards to how, they were attacking fans before and all of this stuff. So I'll put those out before I get to the episode 3 backlash. So this is season 1, episode 3. And I say season 1, but the way this is going, it's going to be one and done because ain't nobody sticking around for this crap. So let's dive into it. We go to the planet Brendok, which of course isn't some made up shit that they just came up with off the top of their heads. That's how it goes. And we find strong female protagonist number 1, aka Osha, as a child. And this is 16 years ago, so we're finally going to get to see what happened. I mean, it's not like we already don't know what happened, but no, this time we need to see what happened. And we can tell this is Osha because she has the exact same hairstyle that she has when she's older. People never grow up and change, right? So she's sitting under there, some kind of butterfly thing is flying around, and she uses the Force. And then here comes Psycho Child number 2. Her other strong, confident woman of color, whoever, Sister May, everyone's favorite little psychopath, who also has the exact same hairstyle because once again, people grew up, they never change. And she's all, how did you know I was here? Maybe because you're standing directly in front of her, genius. Maybe that's how she knew you were there. But whatever. So, May decides to use the Force to hold this butterfly thing in place, and then Osha is all, why are you doing that? Why do you always do that? It's the same thing you were just doing. She's just better at it. But of course, that's a problem. So yeah, they whine and whine and whine because they're the two most unlikable children in the galaxy. And then they're walking along. They do some little hand song thing that is talk about. But there's two, always has one kind of nonsense in regards to that they seem to be pretty happy about for some reason, not sure why. And then Darth Maul's Aunt Mavis shows up and tells them that, they need to go back to where they were. Coming outside isn't good. People might see them, because, she's clearly the paranoid type, I guess so. So they go back with her, and as they're leaving, Master Shang-Chi, who actually, I did confirm it, he really is the guy from Squid Game. He really is the guy from Squid Game, and I actually like Squid Game, nice series. But I won't call him Master Squid Game, because I think somebody else is already saying that, so I'll stick with Master Shang-Chi. And so he's spying on them, and then we got the Acolyte, because this is gonna suck so bad. Yeah. Now apparently, Osha and May and Darth Maul's Aunt Mavis all belong to some commune of, space commie witches who apparently were driven out from wherever they were because they practice a dark art that people aren't always accepting of. Oh yeah, the subtlety in this episode is like being hit in the head with a sledgehammer. So they went into hiding. And, just my thought here, but if you're going into hiding, it's probably not a good idea to build your monastery inside of a mountain made of stone that could be seen from space. I mean, it's pretty clear once you see it. Anybody doesn't need to fly overhead and look down, and they'll be like, oh, look, there they are. But whatever. And keep in mind, the fact that the monastery is built out of stone, that's very important. I'll get back to that in a little bit. Right? Yeah, this is it here. Built out that stone in the middle of a mountain because nobody's ever going to see that. No, nobody at all. So they go in there and they're in the and they're inside there with everybody and not a penis to be found because these are all women. And no, I'm not joking when I say this is a commune of lesbian space witches. That's exactly what they are. A commune of lesbian space witches. I'm not making this up. That's what it is. You understand me? And they actually have a treat called, I think it's space cakes or some nonsense like that. Yeah, that's what's going on. And then we meet their mother and the other mother and two of them here apparently. So, you know how Anakin Skywalker was created by the Force and that's what made him special? Well, that's one of the things that really pissed people off about this episode. Because now these commune of lesbian space witches use the Force to create these two little girls. So not only is Anakin no longer special as being the first person ever be created by the Force, making him, the chosen one, all of that. No. Now about 100 years before that, right, lesbian space witches could do it whenever they damn well feel. Yeah, that's not spitting in the face of Star Wars law at all. And I say lesbian space witches because that's what's going on, because Darth Maul's aunt apparently was the one who carried them, and strong, confident black woman is the one who made them. Once again, made with lesbian love. That's apparently how the Force works now. Yeah, that's how it works. It's not creepy at all. And they practice a form of the Force. I'm sorry, the thread. Right? They call it the thread. You know how the Force is supposed to be this all-powerful, force of power that connects and binds everybody through the galaxy. People could use it and harness it to do different things. No, apparently they have a different thing. They talk about how, it's not the Force, it's the thread. And it spans out across the universe and they could use it to do different things. Right? We're talking about the thread and all of this here, and all this nonsense, and confident mother is telling them this, that, and then this is another stupid part. That she's giving them this demonstration, and she says the power of one, right? Because apparently she was saying that the Force should not be used as a weapon, even though seconds later she uses it as a weapon to push this girl back. So she says the power of one. This one girl comes up there, and head mother uses the Force to push her back. I'm sorry, the thread to push her back. Right? Okay. Then she says the power of two. So woman who got pushed back, her girlfriend comes, they link arms and they try to, and then the same thing, they try to block her but get pushed back, and she's like, did you see that? What lesson are you trying to teach anybody? The same thing that happened with one person happened with two. So your whole thing about the power of one, the power of two, the power of many makes no freaking sense, because clearly you could do it whether it's 1, 2, 10 or whatever. It's not adding up. You're trying to act like this is something because she pushes them back. What was the lesson? That they suck. Okay. We get that. We get that they suck. No need for that. And meanwhile, May and Osha, being the most obnoxious children in the world, you understand me? Now, May is perfectly happy to join the concentration camp of these witches and think, yeah, I get brainwashed. But Osha is constantly saying, I don't want to be a witch. I want my own life. I want my own things, right? And then, strong, confident head mother number one tells her, destiny is what you make of it. You decide what you want, as long as you decide to join their commune of witches. That's the underlying thing, because they're trying in this episode very hard to paint it that, these witches are somehow good in wanting to brainwash and indoctrinate children into this. Osha is constantly saying, she doesn't want to be a witch, she doesn't want to join. And they're like, on one hand, you make your own destiny, you do what you want. And on the other hand, but you better join this because you have no other choice whatsoever. That's literally how it boils down. They're basically telling her, you need to join this because you have absolutely no choice to do anything else whatsoever, right? And every time Osha is like, I don't know if I want to do this. I want my own life. I want my own this. They come and tell her, you think you want this now, but as you get older, your choices may change. You may want different things as long as you join our commune of witches. That is not up for debate at all. You have to join. You understand me? You're telling the child she has the choice to do what she wants, but she has to be indoctrinated here whether she likes it or not. That's a given. You have to be indoctrinated whether you like it or not. There's absolutely no other option there for you whatsoever. None. You understand me? None. You have to be indoctrinated. And May is all, why would you want to do that? Everything you want is here. Join. I've already been brainwashed. Come and join me in this brainwashing camp. Come on, man. Jesus. I tell you, and everything's like all hands, and you must decide your destiny and you will make your choices. As long as your choice that you don't have is to join our indoctrination camp of witches. I have to keep stating that fact because that's what it is. You literally have no choice but to join our indoctrination camp of witches. That's it. None. No other choice whatsoever. Yeah. All kind of nonsense. I tell you, it just gets more and more boring as they ramble on more crap. And yes, another shot of the temple that they apparently built on the side of a mountain made out of stone that they apparently didn't even consider hiding. Because nobody's going to fly overhead and see this. Nobody. Idiots. Yep. So they're getting ready to be indoctrinated into this commune of witches because that's perfectly normal. You understand me? And then, Osha says to me, we're the only ones here. Osha says to me, you think we're the same because we're the only kids here. Yes, because, lesbian space witches use the thread, dark side of the thread, to create you. That's not spitting in Star Wars lore face at all. That's perfectly fine, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. At all. Nothing wrong with that. And then they go through one of the most cringe-inducing, and I mean cringe-inducing, disturbing, truly disturbing songs you will ever see, and you're left to wonder what in God's name are you really looking at.
Power one, the power two, the power of many. The power one, the power two, the power of many.
I mean, really, it's absolutely disturbing. The power of one, the power of two, the power of many, and some weird chanting and hollering and hooting and all kind of madness, because that's fine. You understand me? That's perfectly fine. And they're just doing whatever the hell they want. Ready to I tell you, the subtlety of it is really thing. They're talking about how we were chased out, hunted down, because there's no place in this universe for women like us, for people who... And I tell you, the subtlety and the messaging that they're trying to put is not lost on anybody. It's pissing people off. Because they're basically trying to make it seem like, because they're lesbians, that's what they face in the real world. People are hunting them down. Nobody gives a damn about you. That's the gods of this truth. But these people live on playing victims And this is what they keep trying to produce. Try to brainwash everybody to believe that they're being haunted. Nobody cares what happens to you on a daily basis. That's your business. Literally. So they bring out these children ready to indoctrinate them into the disturbed lifestyle because that's perfectly fine. You understand me? May is perfectly happy to do it. They go through the ceremony and they indoctrinate May. She's perfectly happy and willing to be a part of this, which is not disturbed at all. And she gets a mark on her forehead proving that she has been indoctrinated. Time for Osha now. Osha is all, yes, I think so, I guess. And right as they are about to finish the indoctrination, who shows up? The Jedi. Yep. The same Jedi that May is on a quest to kill years later. Yes, because we don't know any of this beforehand. Right, so Master Trinity, the Wookiee, the Jedi who decided to Minecraft himself, and Master Shang-Chi all show up there, and they're talking about how, they understand that you've been using strange force powers and trying to indoctrinate children into your creepy little sick cult, and they're like, there are no children here. Yes, it's not like they can see them right there. That's not lying at all. I guess so, yeah. And they're all very disturbed and all of that there. And the children come out, right? And then Master Shang-Chi, in his infinite wisdom, decides, I'm going to give a lightsaber to a child. You understand me? One of the most dangerous weapons in the universe. I'm going to hand it to you so you can look at it and possibly ignite it and put it through your skull, or maybe just ignite it and stab me through the chest. Because, I'm smart enough to give a dangerous weapon to a child. That's the kind of common sense I have as a Jedi Master, yes. You can be certain I'm an idiot. You can be absolutely certain of that. That's what I'm doing. What a freaking moron. Yeah, so he gives this lightsaber, one of the deadliest weapons in the galaxy, to a child. Who's all, yeah, let me look at it. You understand me? God forbid she ignite it and kill herself. That would be very, very bad for all of you. Keep in mind, the Jedi show up, they haven't done anything. They haven't antagonized anybody or anything like that. You understand me? Right? They haven't done anything whatsoever. So what does strong, confident head mother do? Decide to use some weird dark side power force thing to attack the one white guy that's there. The same Jedi who Minecrafted himself years later. Yeah, that's sense. That's really sense. So then the Jedi basically say to them, listen, the girls have force powers and stuff. They would like them to be tested. But they're trying to play this like the Jedi have come there to take away your children and you have absolutely no say in anything. That's not how it works. It's never how it works. It's an honor to have your children join the Jedi. Yeah, if you want to do it. But if you say, listen, we don't want our children to be Jedi, thank you very much, go home. They have no choice but to leave. The Jedi cannot take your children by force. That's not how it works. But they're trying to act like this is it here because they're trying to paint the literal indoctrination camp of lesbian space witches as the good guys. No matter what. And then even here, you understand me? Osha also says she wants to be tested. She wants to be a Jedi. And once again, they're telling her, you have a choice. You can decide things as long as you decide to join our commune of lesbian space witches. You have no choice but to do that. You understand? You have no choice but to do that. The Jedi agree that the children need to be tested. The space witches say, okay, fine. They will send them. And then, Darth Maul's aunt, Mavis, is there like, We should just kill these Jedi. There are 4 of them. Who's going to miss them? I don't know the Jedi Council that sent them there. The Jedi haven't done anything to you and you want to murder them, and your brilliant plan is let's kill them. Who's going to know? And when more show up and run lightsabers through your chest, who's going to know then? Telling you, they're the antagonists here. The Jedi haven't done anything at all. They have not come and demanded anything. They just asked for the children to be tested. That is it. And these lunatics want to kill them because. So what do? They come up with this brilliant plan. You understand me? After some whole something or another says that the best thing to do is to the children need to be tested. What if they fail? So their brilliant plan is you're going to go and be tested, but you're going to lie and say the exact opposite of what comes into your heart. It's not like the Jedi aren't stupid and will notice that, but then again, this is the Acolyte version of the Jedi, and they're all dumb as rocks. But still, I think they will notice something. Now, May is all sure, no problem. I'll lie. I've been fully indoctrinated. I'm perfectly happy to do that. But Osha is all, I don't want to lie. I want to say what's in my heart. And once again, they're telling her, listen, you have a choice. You can decide what you want as long as you join our crazy indoctrination cult of lesbian space witches. You don't have a choice with that. You understand? You don't have a choice with that. You have to do that, what we tell you, always, whether you like it or not. There is no choice for you there but to join. Even as they're going, Osha is once again saying, I don't want to lie. I want to tell the truth. And May is all, what's wrong with you? Lie. We've been indoctrinated. You don't know how good it feels to give up your individuality and join some crazy cult. It feels fantastic. Look at me. I'm a psychopath and I've never been happier. Yeah, that's gonna really get people to want to join, boy. Wow, okay. That's something. That is something. You understand me? That is really something. So, of course, Osha goes there and lies her face off and she's feeling fantastic. I lied. I'm still indoctrinated. I feel so good. Osha goes in there now and they're doing this, they're doing the same test that they usually do with all the Jedi where they have this screen and then they're saying, tell us what comes up on the screen that you see in your mind and the other. So, Osha decides to try and lie, but in literally 2 seconds they figure it out. And then Master Trinity is all, did somebody tell you to lie? And then Master Shang-Chi is, listen, when I was a child, I came to the Jedi even younger than you. Understand? And there were thousands of kids there just like me. But I had to have the courage to do what was right, to speak up. And he asked her, what do you want? And she's going, I want to be a Jedi. Okay, fine. So she tells the truth. And of course, because she tells the truth, May is beyond pissed. Because you were supposed to lie. You were supposed to do the indoctrination thing that they taught us to do, even though you've been saying from the very beginning, you don't want to be a part of it. You understand me? You don't want to be a part of it. That's a problem. So then go back and Osha is like, I told the truth. I told what was in my heart. I want to be a Jedi, and May, the little psycho that she is all, why you need to stay in indoctrination is so good. We all feel so fantastic. So she talks, so Osha is talking to Headmother and telling her, I want to be a Jedi, and then Headmother is telling her, you believe what you want now, but as you get older, these things will change. You will have different feelings. You decide your destiny. As long as you decide to be a part of our crazy indoctrination space lesbian witch cult, you have no choice in that whatsoever. You have to do that. But you could choose anything else. As long as you choose this, right? That's what it is. So she tells her again, I want to be a Jedi. So they're all, okay, you go back to your room. We will discuss these things. So Osha is packing her stuff because she wants to leave. Understand me? She knows what she wants and she wants to leave. So May comes in and is like, you're not going anywhere. I'm not going to let you leave. And Osha is, well, how are you going to stop me? I'm going to kill you. I'm not kidding. That's exactly what she says to the girl. She says to her sister, I'm going to murder you so you don't leave. That is how this whole thing works out. So she takes her book that she has, runs outside, locks her in, and then decides to set the book on fire and uses it to burn the room that she's in. Now, you remember earlier how I talked about this whole temple thing is made out of stone? Well, apparently in this universe, stone is the most flammable substance in the universe, because I have never seen stone burn this before in my life. In like seconds, the door, the hallway, everything is on fire. You understand me? Everything is on fire. So she manages to escape, and then when she goes outside now, the whole place is on fire. Now, it's pretty clear what they're setting up here, that apparently the Jedi are the one who actually set this fire, because no way a little fire in our room is going to spread that quickly, because before that, the whole temple is burning. So they're setting it up that, the Jedi are the one who burned down this place, who burned out the place to kill everybody. Jedi are the one who did it. My question is, why would the Jedi do this? I mean, yes, there are a bunch of crazy, indoctrinating, psychotic women who clearly want to take away anybody's individuality. And I fully agree with the Jedi for wanting to take these children away so they aren't brainwashed. I do agree with that. But again, it's their choice. You understand me? The Jedi would not just go and burn a place to the ground with all these people inside of it just because. They would probably send somebody to try and stop them from going about this crazy behavior, but to just light up the place and kill everybody, that's a little disturbing even for me. So, two of them meet on the bridge. One is all, what did you do, Osha? What did you do? And so they're doing all this back and forth and thing, because we only seeing this flashback through Osha's perspective. We haven't seen it through May, so we know that's something coming up later on. So they're all thing there and they fall. Master Shang-Chi runs out and apparently completely forgets he could use the Force and pull both of them up. He manages to run and grab Osha and has to pull her up there. Right. So then we see the bodies of all these lesbian space witches who apparently died of boredom or something, because here's my thing, even if a fire starts, right? You all have the ability to use the Force or the thread or whatever the hell you want to call it. You could easily defend yourselves and get out, but they all just apparently lay down and died exactly where they were. Honestly, this is where they all were. You understand me? This is where they were last time we saw them, and then they all just apparently decided to lie down and die. That's it. I'm telling you, it's really freaking disturbing. They all just decided, you know what? Screw that, they're going to lie down and die. I had to tell you, the fire is everywhere. They're going, places burning. Osha wakes up on the ship, and then Master Shang-Chi tells her that May started a fire and it engulfed everything. And you could tell he's lying. You could literally tell he is lying. You understand me? You know he's lying from what you're seeing. He's lying about what happened. I mean, that's going to be a big point later down the road, because, that's just the way it is. And of course, Osha is all upset because her moms and the rest of them are dead. And, once that's done at the other, we see that May is still alive. Big shocker, because, in 16 years later, she's on a rampage to murder 4 Jedi and has joined the dark side. And that's the long and short of it. I'm telling you, this episode did nothing more than destroy Star Wars lore, make everything that has been set up beforehand look stupid, continue the trend of idiotic and ridiculous conceptualized nonsense, because you see, you have Kathleen Kennedy, you have Leslye Headland and the rest of them going on and telling people that, this Star Wars franchise is a male-dominated thing and you don't want to look and the other. Well, congratulations, ladies, you've driven off not only the male-dominated franchise, but also the female dominated franchise. And who's left? Other than, people who act and think like you. And let's be honest, there are not a whole lot of them at all. Yep, so this was the episode. Space lesbian witches try to indoctrinate children into their craziness. And they also make babies using the Force. So, Anakin could just go F himself as far as they're concerned. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.